Hey there. So today I'm going to analyze why this company here, Conti Moore Law, is ranking number one in Orlando if someone is searching for a divorce lawyer in Orlando. And first of all, like how much this is worth for them to rank number one here. So I have these calculations here. So this is Conti Moore Law. I did some numbers. I'm going to go over the numbers in a bit. But first of all, if I look at the average lifetime value of a family law customer, I've done a lot of numbers and we've discussed this with different law firm clients before. If I just ask ChatGPT about like what's the average lifetime value of a family law customer, so if you are a law firm, you're getting one customer from Google, someone who didn't know about you and now they landed on your site and they became a client, how much are they worth to you? Lifetime value? Because like they might not just do the one thing, they might refer you to their friends and they also might come back to you with other business dealings. So ChatGPT estimates that this is the net customer lifetime value commonly ranged between 15K to 50K. So let's say that customers were 10K. Because I just want to focus more on the initial value that the customer is going to bring you or your law firm. So let's say 10K. And if I look at how many searches there are for divorce lawyer in Orlando, so please keep in mind, this is just this one term, divorce lawyer in Orlando. Most people use this term, but many people also use divorce lawyer near me, family lawyer, custody lawyer. In reality, there are thousands of searches every month, whereas there's only like 600. Not only, this is also a huge volume, 600 searches for this particular keyword, but many, like hundreds and thousands of searches for other relevant queries. So again, if we are really conservative, and let's just say like, if you were to rank in the number one position, like Conti Moore is right now, given how much the lifetime value of a customer is conservatively, and conservative amount of traffic they're getting from ranking number one for the most important terms, if you're conservative and used 1,000 here, then the monthly SEO value is around 250K. And what this means is that how much SEO would bring in terms of revenue for them by them just ranking number one. So this is monthly value. And how I come up with this is I just use ChatGPT and also some other industry research to figure out like what are the average conversion rates. And I use 2.5%. So yeah, if someone is landing on their site, like someone is searching for divorce lawyer in Orlando, then clicks to their site and how many of them would actually become a customer, what are the odds of that happening, and so on. So this is where the number comes from. There's more searches. So yeah, the conservative number was 2,000. So in Orlando, the value of being ranked number one in the map pack is around 250K based on all the numbers that I could get, but I digress. So anyway, that's the potential value. And this translates to 3 million a year. But how to take third position, how to be there, because this is super lucrative. They have not invested this much money into SEO for sure. Like they haven't even, I don't think in aggregate they have invested that much. And this is the monthly revenue. So this is what I mean when I say that SEO is super high ROI for family law firms. This is just because the customer is worth a lot of money and there are a lot of people searching for these things. Most people do not want to ask for friends when they want to start dealing with divorce lawyers. They will silently Google for these kinds of things because this is a delicate topic. And that's why a lot of people turn to Google to find a business. And the map pack is the best place to be if you are a law firm to show up here. Of course, there are also sponsored results as well, but people don't trust sponsored results as much. Most people still, they want to trust Google in meaning that like they don't want to click to the sponsored results. They want to see actual organic results. And Conti Moore, they're currently number one for Orlando. And the rest of the video is going to go over how are they number one, why are they number one, and what you need to do to beat these guys. So let's get straight to it. I have a list of different things here. These are the most important factors in order to get to number one. This is what we usually help our clients with to get like 5 out of 5. 5 is the maximum score. This is just my calculations based on everything I know and all the work we've done in the past and doing SEO for over 10 years. These are the most important factors for these map pack rankings. And I just have scored these guys on a scale of 0 to 5 in every important factor. So the first thing is review count. How many reviews do these guys have? So Conti Moore has 487 reviews, as you can see here. That's quite a lot. Whereas the second result only has 99 and the third result has 57. So way less reviews. So they're doing an amazing job here. But I know that in some cities, like in Dallas and in more competitive cities, the review counts runs into thousands. So that's why I'm not giving them a 5 out of 5, but I'm giving them 4 out of 5 in terms of review count. And the average review score, they had a 4.8. So this is pretty close to perfect. So I would say anything above 4.6 included, I would give them a 5. Because that's good enough for a customer to trust you. Anything above 4.6 included is a 5 out of 5 in my book. So they're doing great here as well. Whereas there's some gap here. They're not like the best possible. Like this could be done better. Now the Google Business Profile optimization. This is a really important thing. And what does it mean is that how well their actual business profile, so this profile that shows up here, how well is it optimized? And in their case, it's optimized them there perfectly, meaning that they have everything in place. They have filled out the profile. They have all the important things. They are responding to their reviews. But most important factor here, this isn't talked about that much, by the way. This is also how we helped one of our previous customers who's not in the law niche, but like we helped a property management company in LA rank in the top 3 here in the entire of LA by just including their most important keyword in the Google Business Profile name. So let's say your business name is Conti Moore Law. If it's just Conti Moore Law, you will have a disadvantage. If someone would have divorce lawyers also in their Google Business Profile name here. And how to do that is you have to submit a DBA, which is a doing business as, to your local municipality, and this will give you a huge boost in rankings if you have your most important keyword here. The other things here is that they have a lot of photos here about their office, inside their office, outside their office, and they have filled out all the information here. This is also what we do for our clients as well. They have listed all their products, although they are offering a service. Family Law is a service, not a product, but still Google Business Profile allows you to add products, and you can add your services as products, and you should do that. And one thing that they're missing is questions and answers. They only have one question here. You should definitely fill it out, even if you just ask the questions by yourself. They have a description, everything with their profiles in other areas, social profiles, and so on. So this is pretty well done. We always try to do this for our clients so that it's 100 out of 100. Because if you're competing with others, it's a super high return on investment race to compete in, meaning that if you are ranking number one, the return on investment or the return of getting to number one is huge. I showed you $250K a month in terms of leads coming into you by just ranking number one in Orlando. This is worth a lot of money. So why not do those kinds of things here? So yeah, their profile would get a 5 out of 5 from me. Although yes, as I said, there are still some optimizations, but because they have the divorce lawyer in their business name, this is a huge, huge advantage. And then citations, this is another thing. But what this means is that how many times your business has been cited in or on Google. So how many different places are referring to you or talking about your business name? And the way I check it is that I just simply copy the business name like it is. And I've done it for one of their competitors here. So I just in quotations at the business name, and I remove their own domain. Then if I go to tools, I see how many results Google sees. So how many instances of your name being listed somewhere Google has picked up. So if this number is above 5K, I usually give it a 5 out of 5, because this means that there are tons of different citations. Your business is listed in different law listicles, law aggregator sites. You have images of your business in different important places. So this is also a lot of backlinks. So this is an aggregation. This is called citation building, and this is one of the most important parts of local SEO. If you've done local SEO before, you probably heard about citation building. So this is what I mean here, because you need to have consistent citations, meaning your business name has to be consistent across different places where your business is listed. And the more of these you have, the better. So this Conti Moore Law here, they have over 7K, whereas their second competitor has around 5.8K. Usually, the most I've seen is 40K. So the more citations you have, the more different places are referring to your business and telling Google that, hey, this is a legitimate business. So citations are super important. And these guys here have built out tons of citations, and this is why they get a 5 out of 5. Now, titles and URLs, this is just basically on page, how well their homepage has been built and how well is it optimized to rank for that particular keyword. And the most important keyword is divorce lawyer. And how I know that is if I just look at this is also a super important factor. I don't want to get into it too much, but one of the things we do for our clients is what is the most important keyword for your company? So you can use so many different words to describe a divorce lawyer or a family lawyer. Family lawyer is a more aggregate number, but as you can see here, for the national rankings, more people in the United States are searching for divorce lawyer, and about 2 times less, the 50%, the search volume is 50% less for family law attorneys. So although you might consider yourself as a family law attorney, actual customers are searching for divorce lawyer, way more, 2 times more. So this is super important to know. Once you know that, then you can start to optimize your homepage to target this particular search phrase. So in this case, they know that divorce lawyer is the most searched for keyword, and now they're targeting their homepage to rank for this particular keyword. They have it in the main title. So here is their logo, Conti Moore Law. They have divorce lawyers in their logo, which is great. And they also have it here in the main title, in the H1 title. And they have other variations of the keyword. So family law, family lawyer, and family law. This is another way to call family law firms or divorce attorneys. This is near perfect, almost perfectly done. But there are still some other factors that they could have done a little bit better in terms of on page. And one of the factors here is what they are doing wrong and why they're not showing up. They are number one, Conti Moore Law, as you can see here in the map pack. So as you saw in the Google's map pack, they were number one. But in the actual organic rankings, Conti Moore is number one for divorce lawyer in Orlando in the map pack, which is the most important place to be. But if you scroll down a little further, a lot of people also come here. So we usually want our clients to be number one in here and also in here as well. This will give you the most bang for your buck. This will give you the highest odds of getting a customer who is searching for your kind of services. And yeah, they aren't listed here. And the main reason is that I don't want to nerd out too much here, is that they have 2 pages targeting the same search phrase. So they have their homepage, Conti Moore Law, targeting Orlando divorce lawyer, and they also have their Orlando divorce lawyer sub-page, service page. So this is a small mistake, and this is why I've given them a 4 out of 5 in terms of page optimization. But this is again a longer topic. We always make sure that our clients don't have any cannibalization happening. So in Ahrefs, this is a SEO tool showing how hard or difficult it is to rank for this kind of phrase. And you can see here here shows as well that they are number one in the local back. But if you look at where are they in the organic rankings? So the first they show up in the 11th position with their service page. And then they are also in the 21st position with their homepage. So these two pages are competing to rank, and also you see some errors here. This is suboptimal, and this should be fixed ASAP. This is called keyword connection. I'm not going to get into this video. This is beyond the scope of this video, but yeah, this is just so you know. And their on-page optimization, we check this with a tool called Surfer SEO. And what this does is that when Google is ranking different sites, it wants your site to use the most relevant terms around your topic. Like if you want to rank with your homepage for Orlando divorce lawyer, you want to include different subtopics. Like you want to talk about custody law, family law, different kinds of cases, You also include relevant keywords that people are typing into Google to find your services. And this tool just tells us like how many relevant words are used. And you also need to mimic data in that sense. So you need to have your important keywords on the homepage. And this tool tells us how many of these important words you have. And you don't need to be 100 out of 100, because as you can see here, Anderson Law, who's ranking number 1 organically, their score is 43 out of 100, which is the same as the score for our hero here, Conti Moore Law. So this is suboptimal because some others here have a much higher score. These guys here, Donna, Hung Law, have a score of 7 out of 100, which is way, way better. But this isn't all about the score. It's just one factor. It's a super important factor, but it's just one factor. Other factors are more important, but this is quite easy to get fixed. So by just investing like a couple $100 into getting your content better, you will have getting your score into the 70s, 80s, or not even maybe into 90s. You would have much higher odds of ranking it, because again, like you just need to invest, like let's say you're hiring us or whichever SEO company to do this for you. The cost of optimizing one page is usually in the hundreds of dollars. Think about it, like the value of being number 1 is like $250K a month in this sense. Like just making sure the most important page is optimized, it doesn't cost that much. So yeah, this is definitely something you need to do. And that's why I've given them a 2 out of 5, because 43, this is like, they haven't really paid that much attention to the on-page optimization other than the titles and the URLs. Now the domain strength, this is another factor. And what this means is that how many backlinks, how many sources they have linking to their page. I assess this based on the DR, domain rating. So this is how powerful the domain is. And this is a score from 0 to 100. Google themselves have a score of 100. Facebook has a score of 100. Some aggregator firms like Superlawyers has a score of 88, as you can see here. So they are super powerful. And yeah, the higher the score, the easier it is for you to rank. They have a score of 23. We usually try to get our clients into the 30s or 40s. One of our clients we helped rank to the top in Austin. Their score now is almost a 50, but we've been working with them for almost a year now. So this is super important. And this comes from building backlinks. Again, this is another topic about building backlinks, but still, this is super important. And they only have a 23, which shows weakness for me. I've given them a 3. Although this is a score out of 100, but still, for local businesses, usually getting to 40 is really hard. You would need to invest a lot of money into it. So yeah, 23 is quite weak, but still, it's not that bad for a local business. So that's why I've given it a 3. And backlinks, this is just backlinks, direct links to their most important pages. And they have 23 referring domains pointing to their Orlando divorce lawyer page. And they're giving them a page level score of an 8. And again, this is not that hard to beat. And these links, I checked these links as well. They aren't coming from that high quality sites. So that's why this is the way I check it. I only look at 2 follow links for Google rankings and 1 link per domain. And then I analyze through these links and want to understand how are they getting these and how powerful are these domains? Like what's the traffic of this backlink, another site linking to them, what's the DR, what's the domain rating? But yeah, again, this one as well. So yeah, I analyzed through these things just to give them a score, and their score in terms of backlinks is a 2. And for organic rankings, for if you want to show up in let's show you, if you want to show up not just in the map back here, but also here, these links are the biggest needle mover, seriously. So that's why it's important as well. The higher you are in the organic rankings, the easier it is for you to rank here as well. So yeah, that's why they get a 2 out of 5 here. And topical authority, this just means how many articles do they have covering their main topic. The way I check this is if I just go to their site and go to top pages, this shows me how many pages they have on their site picked up by Ahrefs. And yeah, they have a lot of blog articles, but the total amount of pages is 177. And I just also glance at these pages, and these are different blog articles, like can I go to jail for not paying child support, and these kinds of guides. The more relevant questions you answer around your service area, the better for Google. Google sees you as the Wikipedia of your niche. You don't need to cover every angle, but you just need to cover more questions and more topics than your competitors. And we've seen some sites, some businesses have thousands of pages. They have 177. This is I would say the bare minimum is 50, but 177, I've given them a score of a 4 out of 5, because most businesses do not bother to do this. And yeah, but these guys, they have bothered to do it. They have decent articles, and these aren't written by AI. Most of these articles are, let's see here. Yeah, AI content level low, or none. So this is mostly human written articles, which will always perform better in the eyes of Google for now. So yeah, overall, quite well done. Their total score is a 34. This is because I have 9 aspects I'm reviewing here. Max score is 45. So this is, I would consider ranking in Orlando medium difficulty. And yeah, I would say someone with a budget of between 3 to 10K a month into SEO, or even 2 to 10K a month into SEO, in 1 year, you could, maybe even in 6 months, depending on the budget, you could beat these guys. and claim the number one position in Orlando. And this is super lucrative in terms of financial reward. So yeah, the overall strategy, how to beat them is to make sure you are a 5 out of 5 on more factors, and also try to at least match them with the most of these where they're already doing a decent job. But yeah, overall, if you were to rank there, just make sure, figure out what's your most important keyword. So divorce lawyer in Orlando was the most important keyword we found for Orlando specifically. Make sure to have a good amount of reviews. Your average score, of course, has to be quite high. We have strategies on how to get more reviews from your customers. And then also your Google business profile optimization needs to be well done, but this isn't that hard. Your citations, this is something you build month over month until you have at least as many as they have, and then some, then build more. Make sure your titles, URLs optimized, on-page is optimized. You could do way better than they are doing. It's not that hard. Then just build your domain strength, your backlinks, and your topical authority by answering the questions that your customers already are asking. And topical authority, by the way, will also help you rank in the LLM search engines in AI mode, and this will improve your rankings across the board. So yeah, Orlando, quite interesting. I would be super interested to, if I would have a family law firm to compete in Orlando, because it doesn't seem that difficult, especially given how many searches there are in the Orlando area. So yeah, thank you. And if you have any questions, you can find my contacts in the description of the video. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and before you go, if you are a family law firm and you want to get more high-value cases, we're currently offering 30 days of free SEO execution, totally free. No contracts, no strings. We take the risk, not you. But because this is high risk to us, we need to analyze your website first to see if we believe SEO is worth doing in your specific location. So click the link below to get a free video audit of your site first and see if your city is still available.